Hi, and welcome to the Effective CTO channel. My name is Raphael, and today we're going to talk about one of the best studies I know. It's conducted by Google, and it tells you what you as a manager have to do to make a team a high-performing team. Today we're going to talk about the Aristotle study. It was a study conducted, I think, 2015, 2016 by Google. And they were interested in getting to know what is it that makes a team really successful? What are the characteristics? And they didn't only want to have anecdotal evidence for that, so someone saying something, consultant coming in and telling you things. They wanted to do this in a scientific way. So they set up an internal research group. They did a huge amount of surveys with all of their teams. They clearly defined what it means to be a team versus a work group, for instance. What does it mean to be effective as a team? And they came to the conclusion that there are 5 areas that are significantly different between good and bad teams. So the first area is psychological safety. And this is something for you. You as a leader, you as a manager, you have to make sure that everyone inside your team is able to speak up. You know, sometimes you have those teams where you have this one vocal person that talks all the time, and there are those 5 like lemmings just listening. And this is not what you want to have. You want to have a strong team, and you want to have all opinions heard. If something goes wrong, like any one of your team members and any one of your employees, they have to be able to speak up and tell you about this. Otherwise, we are in Enron land, right? So psychological safety is very important. If you're using Scrum, you might know this from estimation sessions where people estimate stories and give story points. They do this at the same time, so everyone does it. And if there is a big difference, someone says this is an easy story, the other one says this is a very difficult story, you discuss this. So this facilitates that. The second item is dependability. So the best teams are really dependable. They know what to deliver when. And from the outside, this is a team that always delivers. So for you as a manager, this means you have to really make sure that the plans of your team and the commitments are realistic. And you have to help them with that. It doesn't make sense that the team commits to everything and then delivers nothing. This is not what you want to have. You want to have this dependability. This gives, that's good for the team. And it's, of course, very good for the whole company. It's a good sign. The third item is structure and clarity. So the structure and clarity are basically 3 things. The first thing is that the team members themselves, they have to have clear roles. So everyone has to know, what's my role inside the team? What do I have to do? What are my responsibilities? So I imagine a career framework helping with that quite a lot. But also clearly communicating your expectations as a manager to the members of the team, to the team leads, to the members. The second item is plans. So that team knows the plan and they actively contribute to the plan and change the plan. They communicate the plan. And the third item is OKRs. So OKRs really help the team to get a good structure, to know the objective and to write down the key results. So what do we have to accomplish and how do we accomplish that? Super, super important. The fourth item is meaning. And meaning is that what the team does is valued. So a very simple thank you for your efforts is so important for your team. It's also very telling. So I was working for Zalando, and Zalando is basically a company, a fashion retailer, right? So they're sending T-shirts around. But the thing was, the management there did an awesome job in motivating the team and giving meaning to them. Meaning in terms of, A, you're working for a great company, we are a great team. We as a company, we're contributing to the good of the world by supporting the lesbian, the black community, the diversity, everything. They're supporting all of that. And this is kind of, that's good, right? Doing something good to the world and having a meaning in what you do and being valued. Very important. Best teams had a meaning. And the last item is the impact. The opposite of impact would be a team that constantly does stuff, but the projects get scrapped all the time. So nothing goes live. This is massively frustrating. So you as a manager, you as a tech lead, you have to make sure that your teams can really deliver things to the customer. And so that they have really an impact and that they go home and say, wow, you know what? That was awesome today. We delivered this and that feature. This part of the website is done by me and my team. This is awesome. So, and here you have it. The 5 most important parts of a highly successful team. The first one is psychological safety. The second one is dependability. The third one is structure and clarity. The fourth one is meaning. And the fifth one is impact. Make sure as a manager that your teams and your organizations have those 5 pillars filled, and the likelihood for success in your projects and what you do is massively increased. Would you agree? Or do you have any other ideas about how to find successful teams? Let's discuss it.